Good morning, happy Friday, and thank you so much for joining us today, the 28th of August, on yet another fantastic episode of a weekly youth webinars powered by Co-Bank. Now, today is our 28th episode, which is falling on the 28th of August. Talk of stars aligning, and I'm super excited to be back here with you as your host. My name is Violet Angina. Now, today, kama kawa, we do have a fantastic conversation lined up for you. It's something very practical, something that every young entrepreneur needs to take attention of. Now, today we'll be talking about buying smart, selling smart, and keeping a profit. Whatever business that you're running, pengine wewe unauza manguo mahali, unauza viatu, you sell jewelry, you sell beauty products, you sell handbags. We want to educate you on how you can negotiate better deals when stocking your shop. Alafu pia ukiuza, unauza vizuri so that you make a profit. This conversation is very important because when you're talking about micro, small, and medium enterprises, they account for over 80% of employment in the country. And this is from a report that was done in 2024 by Micro and Small Enterprises Authority. So you understand how important MSMEs are, and that's why we do want the young people today to learn how to run their businesses in such a way that they're making profits. Pengine uko hapo, you're running your business, kila siku uko na orders, kila siku unaingiza pesa, but ukifanya mahesabu yako at the end of it all, at the end of the month, huoni ni kama make profit. Pengine you're even making losses. So could it be mahali unaendea stock yako, the deal is not very good? Could it be wewe kila kitu kuna bei ya kuongea? Could it be some hidden cost pale kwa biashara that you don't pay attention to, but slowly by slowly they're eating on your profits? So today we do want to unpack that conversation, and we do have the perfect person to educate us about that and more. We're joined by Sarah Kayamba, who is the CEO, Rachel's Fashion Sense. And as you can see, she looks as fashionable as the business that she's running. I will allow her introduce herself some more, atuambie zaidi pale Rachel's Fashion Sense. What exactly does she do, and for how long have you been running this business?
Good morning, Gina.
Morning.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Sure. You look really, really amazing
so
as well.
You.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning, viewers. Thank you so much for this opportunity as well. My name is Sarah Rachel Kayamba. I run Rachel Fashion Sense. We sell jewelries, accessories, like the earrings, the necklaces I'm wearing. So this is our main product, but we also do accessories. So we have periodic items like bags, scarves, and belts. Those ones are mainly our periodic items. We have been running for the last 12 years. So we have a shop in CBD where Mr. Price is, a building called Standback on 4th floor, shop number 12.
Right.
Yes.
So for how long have you been doing this?
For 12 years.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And I'm just staring at your ears. I'm like,
thank you.
That earring is so bougie. I want that. So this is part of what you sell.
Yes, please.
You look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank
so there
you.
you go. You will be talking to us a lot more on running the business, and how to make the profits. I'm sure kuna siku ushaichomeka ukameka loss, so you'll tell us what you did wrong and what you've been doing right thereafter.
Sure.
Also, we'd like to hear from you, our audience. If you're running a business, please tell us, what has been your challenge when it comes to mahesabu yako? Unaona kama mahesabu yako haingiani wapi? Talk to us about that. Ask any questions that you do have regarding running a business, maximizing your profits. And Sarah here atatusaidia sana kuelewa how a young person can run a business, negotiate better deals, and at the end of it all make profits. Kwa sababu si tunafanya biashara, it's that we make money.
Yes.
All right, good. So for how many years have you been running this business?
For 12 years this
year. So you have
year.
12 years of experience.
I have 12 years of experience.
What led you to starting Rachel's Fashion Sense? Had you done formal employment before? After formal employment, ikakata, and then you ended up starting this business. Take us through that journey.
All right. So back in university, I was at the Strathmore University. So for a while, you know, when your parents give you pocket money, haitoshi, like you want to do more things. At that time, I was a rugby fan. So, so the money was not enough because umepatiwa pesa ya kila siku, you know, your parents have told you, this is the money for this week, jipange nayo, right? So, I came up with this idea. I started making sandwiches. So I'd take minced meat, I cook it really nicely, and then I got this nice bread, you know, make a nice sandwich and then sell it to my classmates in Strathmore.
Right.
And they really, really loved it.
How much were you selling the sandwich
for? 100 bob at that time.
100 bob?
Yes, this is back in 2012, 2013. Yeah, so I used to sell at 100 bob. I started by making 10. Zinaisha guys are like, oh, but sikupata, like make more. And I really got excited about it for a very long time. And I think it really hit me that this is what I'm called to do. Like I'm called into business. Yeah, so I really never wanted employment. My parents wanted me to go to employment. I really never wanted to do employment.
Okay.
And so over time, coming to 2014, a friend of mine, her name is Eileen, she was like, I want to show you something. Come nikushow, please. Come nikushow kachom mahali. And she took me to Dubois, and I met this lovely, amazing lady. Her name is also Sarah. And Sarah just loved me. So she was like, you can come, take photos, and then you post. And then when you get sales, you come for the
Photos
items.
of what in Dubois?
Oh, now she has a shop for earrings, necklaces. And she had, at that time, she just had a one-place shop.
Right.
And right now, she has like a double shop. Like she's doing really well. So she had a lot of stock. Like I used to be so shocked. Like someone can have this amount of stock.
Yeah.
So she allowed me to come take photos of necklaces and earrings without buying. And then when I sell, I come for them at a wholesale price. So I didn't need to sell like 15 items, come for, you know. She was like, as long as you sell, you just come.
All right.
Yeah.
So how are you making your money at that point?
Okay, so I stopped selling sandwiches. So
Ukaacha kupika chakula.
Nilichoka. I used to get to class, I'm so tired because sasa nimelala 11:30. Cooking.
Yeah.
And then I have class at 8. So I used to leave home like at 6:30.
A day you could sell like how many pieces of sandwich?
Oh, even 25.
No way.
And this is just our class.
2,500 a day on a good day.
On a good day.
Ooh,
On a good
okay.
day.
So after you met Sarah pale Dubois, ukasema mambo ya sandwich, it's a wrap.
Oh, it's a wrap.
It's been real. And then you went into now the jewelry.
Yes.
All right. So ulikuwa unaenda unachukua pale, unauza, anakupea na wholesale price. So whatever markup is now yours.
It's mine. And she was so kind because I didn't need to buy. You know, most of the time when you're doing wholesale, you have to go buy so that you can get the items and sell them. Right. She literally gave me a space of her shop, told me, take photos, go sell them online. When you get an order, come for them. So I never really incurred cost.
Right.
So I never had dead stock.
Right.
Yeah, because I was only selling the things that people have already ordered and paid for.
Right.
Yeah.
So coming from a place where unauza sandwich, already you had created a audience or a market for sandwich.
Yes.
How do you wake up one morning to a sandwich and make earrings? That is confusing. How did you now create a new clientele? Because I know for sandwich it could go to whoever. It could be a dude, it could be a girl. But now here you have earrings, meaning kwanza wanaume wote
out of the
almost
box.
wote. Wanaume almost wote out.
Yeah.
Right. So how did you now make that transition and start creating a new community of customers?
All right. So for sandwiches, I used to do it in class, right? So I had no social media about it. It was just like a personal, you know, my extra 100 shillings, you know, that was just for me. But then one day I was like, you know what, this is not really working for me because when I calculated the cost, yes, I'm making money. But sasa ata hainisaidi like at the end of the day. So it was so costly for me and it was already so time conscious. So I just told them, listen, it was a nice run when I could do it. I even told my friends, you guys want the recipe? Here it is.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. Like it's like I've already let it go. So by the time I was going into jewelry, I started it was a time when Instagram was just, beginning to arise. People were so used to Facebook, right? So Instagram ilikuwa tu mpya, it was fresh. We had like 1 or 2 people selling online at that time. So I was like, you know what, let me post on my personal page. So I started
on Instagram.
On my personal page. So to my friends, because already at that time I think I had like 200 followers. That was a big deal back then.
It was 200 is a lot of people at that time.
Yeah. So I started posting, and the people who knew me would order via DM.
Right.
So, and then all I used to do is to do deliveries and all that. So that's how the transition came about.
Right.
Yeah.
So fast forward, right now, 2026, after starting this several years ago when you're still in school.
Yes.
Where is Sarah Fashion House? Hey, now you have a physical shop.
Yes.
Talk to us about the growth that you have experienced so far.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
12 years is a long and a short time. So we have had incidences, we've had successes, we have gone through it. So for example, in 2024, January, our shop caught fire. And it's in January. We have just stocked. We have paid kila mtu. Tumelipa ata license za kanjo. Tumelipa rent in advance.
Your physical shop?
My physical shop. So we were at Ibrahim's at that time. So the first week we had stock coming in. Because we were like, let's begin the year well. So we have stock coming in. We've already paid kila mtu. Tumelipa, rent. We've paid it in advance. We have cleared all bills. I've paid my girl. Like I wanted to start really fresh, right? So stock comes in on Wednesday. The shop looks so nice. It's fully stocked up. Friday night, come Saturday morning, we get the news that Ibrahim has burnt. So at that time, I was staying home. So all my stock was in the shop. So everything burnt.
Had you taken insurance?
No. You see, now at the time, you're just young, like, you never imagine that these things will ever happen to you, right? You're just like, it's a young business, like, what's the worst that can happen? We didn't expect that. It burnt straight down to ashes. So by that Saturday morning, I didn't have any cash and I didn't have any stock. So now tumeanza fresh from the word go.
And that's 2024?
That's 2024.
Just the other day?
Just the other day.
So how did you start a new shop? Is it now the part where your savings and how you had handled your previous money, or what happened?
So that time, remember, we have paid for everything. I didn't have cash. Right? Between me and really poverty, I had 20,000 shillings. Mbele nyuma ile yenye. It is not easy, guys.
Entrepreneurs.
It is not easy. This is the reality on the ground. So I had my friends called me, and I remember that time they were at the beach. They were in course because them now they go on holiday beginning of the year. So everybody was texting. Everybody's like, God will restore. God will restore. In my mind, I'm like, I don't even want to hear anything about this business. I'm done. This is it for me. Like, nimemalizana. So they called me, but I didn't pick up. I wasn't picking up calls. On my way home, because I'd gone to see to confirm that the shop has burned, like at 7 a.m. Coming home, I meet my dad, because my dad had just gotten the news. And my dad goes like, Mommy, I've heard, like, I'm so sorry. But you know what? We shall work it out. You don't worry. You just go home. So that time I didn't want to hear anything to do with business. My friend calls me on Saturday. They call me, I don't pick up. They text me now. And they tell me, whatever you need, we are here for you. So I don't pick up on Saturday. I don't pick up on Sunday. So on Monday, I'm like, okay, these girls have been calling me too much. Let me just pick up. So I pick up and they go like, we know we are in coast, but you know what we'll do? You have really helped us in business. So we are going to, whatever amount you need to begin, we shall give it to you. So that's how I began again. I went to a pickup point. I started, before that month ended, my stock had already arrived.
Wow.
So we started again.
Fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
Good job. And shout out to your friends.
They're
That's
really
a solid
awesome.
community.
They really are.
And I hope everyone who's listened, umelewa ya fire can happen. We've had conversation on protecting your business from situations such as fire and other natural calamities such as floods and all that. So please, please, please take that insurance for your business. You never know when an unfortunate circumstance could happen. So now let's get down to business and running it and making profits. Sana utasikia mtu amefanya busy yake, amecollect pesa zake, anakwambia leo nimemake 20k. Leo nimemake 10k, leo nimemake 50k. Does it mean hiyo yote ndio profit ya hiyo siku, ama nyinyi wana biashara mnahesabu aje hii pesa?
So by the time siku imeisha, right? You have your 20,000. You need to know, let's say, for example, you've sold 10 products, right? Your 20,000 iko na cost of that product. Cost of that product ni cost ya making of that product to bringing it to its final product, the final state to which it can be sold. From the supplier to you, that's a different cost. From you to the client, that's a different cost. And that's just the basic of the cost. It's not only direct cost. There are so many things. There are loans that people have taken, there are taxes, there are bills that people need to pay. So that 20,000 might look very attractive, but hold on to it, because it's not profit. Yes.
But your profit could be inside there.
It is inside.
It is inside there.
And it's not a lot.
Yes.
I know it sounds 20,000.
It's not a lot. But your
not
profit is somewhere inside there. So when I make 20,000, haimaanishi hiyo ndio profit yangu, inamaanisha hiyo ndio pesa yote imeingia leo, but kuna pesa ya vitu zingine mingi hapo ndani. So do you do your accounts per day, per week, per 2 weeks, per month? How do you do your hesabu ndo ukuje kusema me as Sarah and my fashion house, we've made this much profit? What is working for you?
So what we do at the end of every day, we do stock recording of everything that we've sold per day, but we do total accounting at the end of the month. So here's the understanding. In a month, you will have some really amazing days. Kuna siku zenye utauza 20,000, kuna siku utauza 30,000, kuna siku utauza 2,000. So if you do that, kuna siku you sell 0.
And that's normal.
That is business. So now here comes the problem. When you consider it per day, you will get to a point where you feel like you are not doing business. And that's exactly what is happening in this time, especially like from July. Things have not been the best in business. But hold on, because this is just a season. So consider it monthly more than you consider it daily.
All right. But every day you write what you've sold. You have to indicate. So per day unaandika kama ni necklace?
And the type of necklace, that is sold. And then now we know how many pieces we have left.
All right. So at the end of the month, when you're compiling how much you have made, ukiangalia hiyo pesa yote yenye you've made as a company, what are those deductions that you do so that we can arrive at your profit?
All right. So for example, right now we have a shop, right? So we need to pay for the shop. Okay, let me go back to the most important of our expenses. So the first one, we need stock. Because stock is one of the most important items that you can have. So as much as we've sold, we have space for new ones, right? So we need money for stock.
So pesa unatoa kwanza ni ya stock.
Pesa ya kwanza ni ya stock. The second amount is for receiving stock. Listen, those are two different things.
What is receiving stock and stock?
So let's say, like for example, we have brochure shipping. It's probably 50k, right? So it depends. It can come by air or it can come by water. So imekuja na ndege. Imefika kwa shipping company hapa Nairobi, right? Hatujaitoa. Because now we need to pay to release it from the shipping company. And sometimes that can be 25,000. It depends. That is a different amount if you do not have it. So now you need to set aside money for the stock, money for receiving stock.
So money for receiving the stock.
Yes.
And that is, but this is for someone who's getting their stock outside the country. Kuna mwingine pengine anaendea stock yake kama wewe ulikuwa unaendea pale Dubai when you were starting. So you ataweka pesa ya transport.
It is very important to do that. It is very important to do that, because now when we go deeper into this conversation, we will understand why. Because sometimes as businesses, you remove money from your pocket. How do we? Because now you're just like, okay, ini mia hapa, ini so hapa, ini 150. When you calculate it at the end of the month, it will come to about 30,000. Now you don't even know. So unakaa hivi unashanga, pesa yangu imeenda wapi?
Yes.
Sijafanya kitu the whole month, but
Yeah.
it's because of those little stocks.
All right.
Yeah.
So from depending on where you're getting your stock from,
Yes.
lazima uweke your cost ya receive your stock.
Exactly.
All right. So stock, buying the stock, receiving the stock.
Yes.
Another
And
cost that you deduct.
Of course, the getting the stock to the shop, that's a different thing. And then now we go to now the rent, advertisement, paying the girl of the shop, paying what were deliveries, paying electricity, and of course my profit must come there.
Right.
Yeah,
so when you say cost for advertising,
yes,
someone will be like, so umepost tu kwa WhatsApp stories zako. So is it the data? Is it the bundles? Is it the airtime? Or there's much further advertising that you do?
Okay, so it's more like for us, we are big on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes our clients, it feels like our clients wameona hizi vitu sana, wamenunua wako na stock. So we need new clients, right? So we pay meta so that they can take our businesses to the right people.
Right.
We can get more buyers, we can get new clients, so the business can keep growing.
And how much can that cost in a month?
In a month, it should be about, depending on your budget, because there's some people who do it $1 million, but for us, we do it at 7,500 minimum.
All right.
Yeah.
So uweke pia hiyo pesa advertising. Have you paid yourself? Nimekusikia tu ukisema kulipa wale wengine. Have you paid yourself?
Bado. So for me, I come in that list. I am hapo chini after nimelipa the basic things that make the business keep going. And then now I get to pay myself before now I count it if it's profit or it's loss.
So after you've paid yourself, then you'll know what profit.
Exactly.
So you have a standard figure that you pay yourself.
Yes, I do
every
have.
month.
Yes.
Alafu hiyo profit yenye utapata.
Yes.
Do you keep it?
No. That one, first of all, especially if you're a new business or you're planning to do developments, change vitu hapa na pale, always plow it back.
Okay.
Always, so you can decide, okay, you know what, we are doing good, we have stock coming, so let me just keep this one aside for saving, which is okay, because life happens. But if you can plow it back to the business, the better. For you. Yeah.
All right, so you've made it very clear, kuna hidden costs that you also need to be very conscious about before you start thinking, hey, this month we've made 200,000, that's all our money. So thank you for breaking that down for us. Another thing that happens is, naezaenda mahali, let's say niende Gikush. There's so many people now on Instagram who are selling us very nice clothes. Naenda Wathi. We actually had one here some time back solo. Fantastic conversation that was. Anaenda anatutafutia luku, alafu anatuuzia. So let's say amebuy jacket ya 1,000. Alafu akuje aniuzie 1,200. Ama 1,300, ama 1,500. Does it necessarily mean I may make profit? Let's say it was 1,000, he bought it at 1,000, he sold to me at 1,200. Does it mean huyo 200 yote ni profit? Hiyo just one deal. Mambo software kashapata 200. Is that how it works in business?
No, not at all. Haya. Sasa let's say tupachane tu example ya Solo, right?
Yes.
Solo ametoka home, akaingia CBD, akatoka CBD akaenda Gikosh, right?
Yes.
So tuseme tu ni 100. Ametumia 100 already.
Kwenda.
Okay. Kutoka home, kufika CBD to Gikoch, right?
Yes.
Akatumia already, that's already 100 shillings.
Yes.
Right? Umefika Gikoch, ujakula. Okay, so you've gotten the jacket. Kuna tu repairs hapa hivi na pale that needs to be done.
Sijui zipi imefanya nini. Imechafuka mahali, so they have to remove the stain.
Exactly.
So
tuseme hata 25 shillings.
25 bob.
Because of ironing, tuseme 25 bob.
25 bob. It can be 25 bob.
Okay, unataka tuseme pesa ngapi?
Kwani hiyo zipi kwaje? Tuseme 100.
Kwa sababu unaona like it's because now tumesema wame build relationships over time.
Basi 50.
Sawa 50 basi. Sawa. Tuseme 50. Right?
Yeah.
Solo ameketi hapo anasema okay, asa since nimeboeka, acha nitishe kachai na kamandazi. Sasa hiyo ni kitu 9:30. Si ndio? Amekunywa chai na mandazi yote yake 15.
So far ameshatumia so 2.
And then patane na pineapple hapo hivyo. Tuongeze 10. 10 bob.
To 10. Tuko to 10.
Sawa.
Alafu
and then akule lunch kwa sababu na anaenda kufanya deliveries. Anahitaji nguvu ya kufanya deliveries.
Tuseme ya kuleta ya 100. Sinde wakachapo dondo mahali
right.
hapo, sindo?
Right.
310.
Okay.
Alafu pia ana need bundles ya kutumia ma clients mapicha hizi ma jacket ametuma, sindo?
Exactly.
So abuy ya 50.
Exactly.
Very nice.
Yo, so amenunua credit, amenunua kupigia watu na so hiyo ni 50 shillings. Hajatoka Gikomba.
Arudi home tena ni ile 100 yake.
Arudi hata tuseme tuende town afanye delivery, but sasa lazima atarudi home, so tuweke tu hiyo 100. Right?
For 60.
For 60 ni ile 1000. So already cost
ametumia 1460.
Exactly.
So 1000 to buy the jacket.
Exactly.
460 for all these other hidden costs.
Exactly.
So akiuza at 1200 ameenda negative ya 260. But we don't think that way, do we?
Yes, no, we don't.
Did you start thinking that way 12 years ago?
No.
What happened to you, kaona hivyo?
Oh,
yeah.
For a very long time, I used to do that. Nilikuwa hata by the time I was beginning Nasara, all I needed is a 200 on top of that. All I cared about is that extra 200 shillings. Yeah. So when you use earrings 200 400, right? Because hiyo ndio mentality yangu by then.
Yeah.
And then kwanza there's a time I bought a number of things and then sasa nikazeka on sale. It was December for that 2014. I'll never forget. So by the time that December inaisha niko na like at 25,000. Sijashika like that a lot of money ever. So I felt, oh my goodness, I'm doing so well. But then when I sat down and calculated hizo vitu, because now I used to do delivery, so deliveries was on me.
On you.
On me. So nilikuwa natoka Nairobi naenda Lower Kabete na drop. Na narudi CBD naenda Lang'ata na drop kwa nyumba. Because someone is like, aki nimenunua vitu za 2,000.
Yeah, ni
like,
delivery.
Ni delivery.
Yeah.
So by the time nimeketi hivi chini, nimecalculate how much I've used and how much I have left. Literally, I had less than the money I have used.
Okay.
And yeah.
So all these costs need to be taken account of.
Exactly.
All right. So now we want to understand, nataka kusource products zangu wisely.
Okay.
Because if you don't have a good deal from when you're getting your stock, then it will trickle down to even how much profits you have left.
Yes.
So what do you do? What do you look out for when you're dealing with suppliers?
Okay.
Unajuaje mashimo ya supplier mzuri mwenye bei na make sense? How do you negotiate with the suppliers? Take us through that.
All right.
Yeah. Na just say uko na supplier mwingine, not just Sarah. Sarah was heaven sent.
Yeah. For that
now,
season.
When you're dealing with other people, the other suppliers, how did that come to be? How do you deal with each other?
All right. So let me just give you like just a short story.
Yeah.
So after Sarah, I started walking around a lot at Du Bois. And then like after nilimaliza shule, I was in Du Bois every single day. So I got to know more people. I got to new things, to see new products, to see life in a different dimension. So now I got to introduce more items to the product, but also I got to build relationships, right? Even some of these people, like we've known each other for almost 10 years. So we have like lasting relationships. So after that now, I decided, you know what? I also want to do the same thing that these ladies do. I also want to sell just as much as it's not a big margin, to also be able to give opportunities to people to be able to resell. Yeah. So that one is also something like we do, but not at a very big margin.
Okay.
So mtu anakuja ananiambia, oh, you know, like I'm in university, I want to do all I want to just sell necklaces, piga picha, and auze tulete orders, right? So how do you get to identify like a good supplier?
Yeah.
So our main supplier, like for example, right now she's in China. I have never met this lady. This lady has been my supplier for the last 4 years. I don't know how she looks. Like sijui.
Yeah.
But then from the first stock that she brought me, it was above my expectation.
Okay.
The time of making the product, the time of sending the products, and the quality that we received. Right? So the first thing, you need to see how efficiently the supplier works.
Right.
Unfortunately, some of these things you just have to learn by experience.
Right.
Lazima utadanganywa huku. My second supplier, it was a mess. So I decided to just stick with my first supplier.
How was it a mess? Alifanya nini? What did they do?
Chinese, they can surprise you. So we ordered things. and they didn't come the quality that we expected, and supplier atakwambia, you see now when by the time you're ordering, unatumia tu picha, right? You're like, nataka hizi, zimekiwe. Hey, they did not come the quality we expected. So to spend pesa, we didn't have like much money. This is back in 2022. Hatuna pesa ya kutosha. So this is a sacrifice.
Yeah.
So vitu zenye zimekuja, we can't really sell at the price that we intended to sell. Because vitu zimekuja tu zikikaa vile zinataka horrible quality.
So at that point, are you able to return back?
No, first of all, this is a first time supplier. So we don't have that relationship.
Okay.
They will leave you hanging. They'll be like, but I delivered. Your items have reached Kenya. Right. So you have to, unfortunately, by the way, for our market, you just have to experience some of these things to learn the hard way.
Okay.
But if you're sourcing it locally, I would suggest go see. Go have a conversation with these people. Tell them this is what we want to do. How can we build a relationship that works for both of us? Okay. Right? So efficiency, the product quality, and then also you need to know, see how you and the relationships that you're building over time.
Right.
So for these things always works when you build relationships.
How can you negotiate a better price? Because najua atakuja na bei yake, and you probably want it cheaper because you're in business, right? And you also want to make profits on this end. So is there room for negotiation between you and your supplier? Is that something you've done? How do you negotiate mpaka ifike mkutane mahali hapo in the middle?
So for my supplier, because of the years also tumekuwa pamoja, it is not a hard thing for us to have that conversation.
Okay.
So what I usually do, I come with a counter offer. So I'll be like, okay, listen, I want to order this amount of items. Usually I order, let's say 150. This time I want to do 200, but not at that price. So I'm already getting more. Reduce for me the price to this level. And then now I can get them all. Most of the time, but then she says, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because now already they feel like they're benefiting.
Okay.
So it's not a one-sided deal.
Okay.
So it's for both of us. And then I promise them, you know what? I will be ordering more over time. So if you're trying to negotiate, come with a better deal to the person you're going to negotiate with. Watch out how scared like they're winning. Don't let them be on the losing side.
So meaning ordering in bulk sometimes is a good way to counter offer.
Always. Yes, always.
Usimwambie we kana hizo vitu zako utanitafuta tu. Where do you supplier pekee? So professional language also is key.
Very.
And talking to them in a way that inaonekana wewe ni mtu professional.
Exactly.
But does it mean cheap is always the best option?
No, not really. Especially in our market. In our market, you will be shocked.
So how do you balance that? Because me nataka cheap, I think nataka quality. And I'm looking at my margins, and sometimes mtu atasikia wewe anakuzia na 200 mimi najua place ya 150 and you quickly rush there. Before you rush there, hata kama the deal is sounding too good, again emphasize on the things that this person should look out for. Usiharibu business in the future because of a shortcut that could cost you so much more eventually.
That is so true. One thing I always say, think of yourself like the ultimate user of the product. If, for example, I'm bringing earrings to you, Ngina, will there be earrings that I can wear? Right? So before you go buying things just because they're cheap, think about it, because I want you to keep coming back, but I don't want you to keep coming back telling me, by the way, Rachel, your necklace ilikatika jana, your ni quality gani, imesha chapa, you know? Like, I want you to really enjoy what I'm giving you. So when you think about it from a seller's perspective, like from a supplier's perspective, they do not just wake up and give you a price. Vile tumeongea, prices are very influenced by a lot of things. Right? You're considering these people took loans to be able to bring these products. These people have very high bills. So before you even run, think about what is your ultimate goal of selling, right? And then we need to move from being very price conscious to being customer conscious. In that, usiangalie sana the price more than what you gain. So for example, unaweza kuwa na huyu supplier. This supplier is not the cheapest supplier, right? but their qualities are good. Clients always, every time they get something from you,
coming
wanakutag.
back.
They keep bringing their friends. They're like,
Yeah.
we've never seen such kind of nice thing.
Yeah.
They tag you. You just blow up on social media.
Yeah.
Just because of dealing with this supplier.
Okay.
Right? So you need to think about more than that.
All right.
Yeah.
And mimi nikianza, kuna mtu anataka kuanza, and I want us to look at some of the questions that our online people are asking.
Yeah.
But just very quickly before we do that, nikitaka kuanza, as part of the deal yenye niko nao na supplier from the onset, even if it's the first time we're working together, should there be an arrangement of, in case what you deliver to me is not the quality that I asked for, I can return?
Yes.
Ama hiyo ni kitu, it can only happen if we've been in a relationship for some time. How do you manage that?
So that is usually a very mushy ground to deal with.
Okay.
It's very, very mushy because sometimes supplier atakwambia, the last time I saw you was a month ago. Sasa unakuja kuniambia, I did not deliver. Why did you not tell me that immediately?
Okay.
So one thing we always, I would suggest is when you buy things, if you're the one picking them, kindly check.
Ukiwa hapo na supplier.
Ukiwa hapo hivyo na supplier. Make sure that hizo earrings ziko poa. Make sure that hizo necklaces ziko poa before you leave. Right?
Okay.
That should always be the first thing. But let's say, for example, umetumiwa. Like sometimes...
Yako imetoka China.
Yes. And it happens a lot. Like my supplier would send me things because now I have been in this business for a minute. I know quality.
Yes.
I can just see, I tell you, nah, that those ones will not last. Immediately, kwanza I tell my supplier, oh, shipping imefika. Let me have a look at it and then I get back to you. So in that moment, I'm doing stock take. I make sure that is all, the amount of items I bought are the amount of items that were delivered. The next thing I'm looking at is quality. I will literally send her like the photo of the items. I'm like, I don't like this quality. It's not the quality I asked for. And guess what? My supplier always sends, like in the next stock, a replacement.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. So let's look at the questions. Let's have a look at the questions from our online community. Diana anauliza, unajuaje supplier amekupatia bei fair na haja kuongezea tu juu unaonekana wewe ni mpya? Mimi ni first time. Huyu mwana aka nikafresha kwa hii biz, acha nikapige character development. So how are you able to gauge that? Is Jack anauliza, is it okay to use pre-orders when I'm still small, or can that damage customer trust? Okay, thank you, Jack, for your question. Andrew anauliza, how do I know whether my business is actually making money? Ama niko tu hapo monkey business. Thank you so much, Andrew, for your question. Mumu anauliza, at what point does giving discounts start hurting the business? We'll get to that part when we are done with the supplier. So tuingie kwa managing the customer. All right, so we can try answer those questions. Tuanze na Andrew hapa anauliza, how do I know that my business is actually making money?
That is a perfect one. Yeah. Because a lot of times, masa mengi, because you know, like the way we've said, atuko na 20K, ume make 20K leo una feel, oh my goodness. Yeah. Niko na do. Yes. But the same way we have just said, it's not always true. Yeah. So profit comes, so zile umetoa the cost, the money that you've gotten, and then you remove all the costs. So kama unauza different products, this is the best thing to do. Calculate cost per product. Always. So usiangalie like 20,000 in summary, right? Ukona have a small book. You don't need to even do it like logically. Sometimes unapatananga mama mboga akapo hivyo ameandika mboga bunch hivyo na hivyo. That works a lot. So what you do, if you're selling a number of items, zikikuja hivi, calculate your costs. Right? Ikue kama umeship ama umenunua loka, ijalishi iandike the total amount of cost per product, right? Yes. So umeandika leo nimenunua mboga za 2,000, it was 100 bunches. So umeandika nimenunua bunch per 20 bob per bunch. Umeandika, umecalculate hata kama ni hiyo pesa ya lori kutoka Marikiti kukuja hapo umemlipa 200, so 200 divided by 100 ni 2 shillings. Umecalculate pesa yenye umelipa ya kanjo, like everything single shilling. Ndo that is the real price of the product, right? So yo kenye umeuza, kama let's say umeuza a bunch of umeuza mboga 50 shillings na cost imekuja 30 shillings, profit yako ni 20 shillings. Yes.
So keeping those records and doing that calculation per product is key. And removing all the costs and hidden costs as well. All right. Diana alikuwa amesema unajuaje supplier amekupea bei fair na haja kuongezea just because wewe ni mgeni kwa hii biashara. Are you able to tell that?
Yes.
Really? How do you do that?
It's very easy. The first thing, kabla uende udecide na supplier, do your research.
Okay.
Tembea Nairobi, tembea enda Kamkunji, enda Dubois, enda Gikosh, like tembea na ask questions. By the way, watu hawakufichangi. Watu watakwambia. Mtu atakwambia, "Hey, ati umesema hiyo ni bei gani?" Uliza. The problem is that if you don't ask, we want it just to be handed to us. Go walk around. Fanya your research yako. Kama if you're buying online, go to different websites. Angalia. Just do your due diligence before you begin.
All right. Don't feel the pressure to buy immediately.
No, not at all.
Unajua kuna supplier anaweza kuweka pressure. Hizi vitu kutoka next week zitakuwa zichukue saa hizi zinaisha kabisa na mchina haleti tena. So that can pressure me because also I want to sell. So when you feel that pressure, it's okay to pause still.
Pause. Mwambie, let me think about it and I'll get back to you. Because sometimes people tell you that because they want to clear stock.
Another mchezo wa town. Jack alikuwa anauliza, is it okay to use pre-orders when I'm still small or can that damage customer trust?
No, it is very okay. Grow with it. And let me tell you, I feel like over time, your right people find you. Do pre-orders as long as you can. Right? Unajua uzuri ya pre-orders ni you don't have any cost. Right? Because unanunua vitu sa zile uko na order. Yeah, so like for example, I want to sell earrings and then I don't want to keep this earring. So nenda nachukua picha na post and then by the only time I will buy for that thing is because someone has already ordered na amelipa, right?
Yeah.
Be okay with that. So many people will tell you no. Some people will be like, "Oh, we do not trust you." Hawakosangi hata ukiwa na shop bado they will not trust. You need to be okay with that. So do it as long as you can as you grow. Save towards being able to buy stock and opening a shop. But ukianza, it is very okay.
So aanze tu hivyo pole pole.
Yes.
For someone who's new, very green, na nataka kuelewa kwani pre-orders zinawakaje? Hebu muexpoundie. Unajua si tunaongea tushaingia deep na kuna mtu anashangaa pre-orders ndo gani tena? So expound to them what you mean when you're running your business through pre-orders.
All right. So pre-orders work when for example sina stock, right? Mimi tu ndo nimeanza biashara, but then I become like a middleman. Yeah. So I know people who want these things, but sina pesa ya kununua easy items. Right? So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post these items. Nikwambie, you know what? I have this and this and this and this. Like najua mtu. Lakini but I won't tell you that. Takwambia najua I can sell this and this and this and this. Fanya hivi lipa kesho na kudeliver ya. Right? So akikulipa wewe ndo unaenda kwa supplier unaenda kuzichukua as you're paying and then you just deliver. So it's receiving money before people see the product.
Will people give you the full amount?
Yes.
There's some that will.
It depends. So if, especially kama watu wa mbali, first of all, kama mtu yuko Nairobi, listen, let them pay you full amount. But if it's someone in Nairobi, they're like, "Oh, I don't trust it." They can pay half of the amount and then half on delivery. Because your half already, it will cater for all your costs because you have priced well.
So now we've understood how to deal with the supplier.
Yes.
And it's okay to walk away from a supplier if you're feeling like the deal is not working for you. Usijifunge pia hapo, si ndio? So now let's go deal with the customer. Watu kama mimi wenye nitakuja hapo fashion house yako kila kitu nataka bei ya kuongea, everything nataka bei ya kuongea. So tell me how to deal with customers, how to even price what you've already gotten from the supplier, how to price it, how to deal with us who want bei ya kuongea, when do we give the discounts, is it okay to have fixed rates ipunguki, so yeah. No, usisahau tunamwanga customer is always right. Yeah, and you also want the business to make sense. So talk to us about those different areas.
Okay, let me talk to you from a place of business. Unaona, when you're thinking about pricing, always make room for that negotiation. So let's say, for example, calculate, because uko na percentage ya profit, right? Calculate cost, calculate price ya percentage ya profit, umeongeza, like let's say for example cost yako ni 500, ukasema wacha uongeze profit ya 300, so hiyo ni 800, right? So cost yako ya product
umefanya hesabu ya cost ya product
iko kuja 500, right? Ukamua profit yako ni 300 per product,
so
right? 800. What you do, don't sell it at that 800, sell it at 900, because make that room for that negotiation. Yes.
For everything?
As well as you can. Yes, as well as you can. Yeah.
So how do you deal with the person who will walk in there? You need this client, by the way. But akapana mimi nimeona ingine cheap, punguza. Ama mimi nachukua 2. Oh, nitakujia zingine. You know, so
nitaleta watu wangu.
Nitakupostia kwa social media yangu.
Mchezo ya town.
So now, how do you handle that? I know some are cheaper, but you're here anyway. But
I mean. So first of all, always have a counter offer. Kwanza client akikuja hivyo, muulize, so you're like, okay, unataka necklace ni 900. And then you're like, ai hapana nipunguzie. The first thing you ask them, unataka kulipa ngapi? Right?
Are you sure you want me to give the answer to that?
Of course, you know there are those ones who will tell you 500, but leave those ones. So most of the time, someone will tell you 700, right? They'll be like, make it 700. You know what you do? You give them a counter offer. Tell them, what? You itatumiza bank. Lipa 850. They'll be like, sawa, tufanye 800 bea mwisho. Already in your mind, you know you'll sell it for 800.
Yako ka 300 bado
kako. That is how you do it.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you then... Okay, that works, but how do you convince someone who knows a cheaper products like that somewhere? Is there anything I can do to like pitch my product with more value in a way that makes someone feel like, maybe you're cheaper, iko na kasoro. So how do you manage that expectation?
Okay, this goes back to what your business is all about. So the first thing that you need to do, you need to define the values of your business. So for example, my purpose of doing Rachel Fashion Sense is because I wanted to give people very good experiences, right? Ukitoka kwetu, you feel like, like I look good, I can run the day. Kila mtu ahame CBD. You know, like I want you to feel so good by the time you're leaving. I want to give you products. I want kila mtu akikuona ako, umenunua yo wapi?
Like the way I saw you and I was like, I want that thing on your... I'm buying it today. It's so gorgeous.
Thank you. So when you fully understand the value of your business, you can easily communicate it to a client, right? Most of the time you will be able to sell and convince that client, unless the client mwenye tu may make up their mind and know anything beyond that. And that one you need to be okay with it. So communicate your value, communicate why they need to buy this, give those people the best experience. Usimwambie, sawa since unajua place cheaper, enda uko ununue. No, talk to that client. And by then you'll be so shocked because there's not much good customer experience uko nje, they will stay. And they will buy, and they'll come back.
Oh, right. Good. So kupeana discount, is it always wrong?
No, not always.
So iko tu sawa bora umefanya ile mahesabu yako.
Exactly.
But does it mean for everything nafaa kufanya hiyo mahesabu ama saa zingine pia just hold your ground hii haishuki?
You know what? It's easier if you can convince a client and know more than one thing, so that as much as una reduce profit yako, pia wewe una benefit, right? So kama amekujia one earring ako 500, naambia you know what? Buy two for 800.
Gotcha. All right. Kuna swali hapa Mike anasema unapatanga mimi napeangwa mizigo na deni then nalipa jioni. So unapata sijauza zote. Indeed supply akidai do najipata nimechukua all my savings. How can I improve on that? So amechukua stock na deni. Alafu hajalipa zote na supplier pale anataka do yake at the end of the day, tunaweza saidia Mike aje?
The first thing Mike the first thing anafaa kufanya ni he needs to build relationships. Sasa here comes the problem. You see, when uko na mtu mmoja consistent, because hata mimi nimekuwa kwa situation mara mob, ama nimepelekea vitu kwa client na client hajalipa, right? Client anakuambia by the sina do, come in month. Na huyu ni client loyal. Sina hiyo pesa, pembeni wa kuchukua kuuza kutumia hiyo pesa, right? So build nini relationship na supplier. Mwambie, you know what, siwezi kakulipa leo. Allow me niuze half of these items. Siendi mahali, unanijua, nitakulipa nikishauza half of these items. Half of those items, because tunassume Mike ana price vitu zake vizuri, right? So let's say cost yake ame multiply by 4. So by the time anauza half of those items, just half of that money ndio inaenda kwa supplier kulipa hizo vitu, right? So hata kama atamlipa ataweza kuuza hizo zingine, but he will also not suffer. So a communicate kwa supplier hatakata.
Can he also reduce the amount of goods anachukua? Because pengine pia anachukua nyingi sana.
That is a very good idea. So what, by the way, he can do that. And then kama supplier anaweza itikia, anaweza kuwa na mafoto. So mtu akikuja, they're like, oh, nataka kitu ya green. Anamwambia, give me a minute. Supplier ni dropie.
So start small. Usijibade na gunia mzima kama uwezo wako ni kadogo, and then you scale up, right?
Exactly.
George anauliza, nikiambiwa hiyo ndio mwisho wa bei, should I still negotiate? Finya. George, finya. George square softy. So nimemjibia hiyo, but I'll allow you here to answer that. Should he negotiate further ama ukiambiwa mwisho wa bei ni mwisho wa bei?
No, the same thing umesema, but don't be afinye lakini aska dishonor supplier. So most of the time the problem comes, umekuja ukaambia supplier, this is it, hakuna kitu kama unipati mimi naenda. Sasa usifanye hivyo. Mwambie, sikia, niongezee 2 nipatie discount. Sasa supplier hatakata.
Counter offer.
And
bulk is
better.
Bulk. All right. Mwingine anauliza, what's one cost that most young business owners forget to include when calculating profit?
Oh, I can give you 5.
So, you can give us 5. Mention them. Don't worry. We thought it's just one. There are a lot. Mention them. Go ahead.
So, for example, you see, I was thinking about this today. We do not really consider is on my transaction fee. But if you can sit down and do a transaction fee, utashtuka umetumia 36,000 transaction fee ya mwezi
when you're sending money.
Exactly. So you see, when you're running business, umelipa ukitumiwa pesa, like for us, pesa inakuja kwetu, like even though it's delivery, so it's the price of the product plus delivery. Sisi ndo tunalipa watu wa delivery, right? We pay watu wa delivery per transaction. But now because we build relationship, most of them wako nilipe end of the day. Still there's a transaction cost. Calculate hapo hivi uko na transaction cost ya 15 bob, 7 bob, nini, and that's just the basic of those. Any amount that leaves M-Pesa, transaction cost, right? Don't ignore that transaction cost.
Good.
That's the first one. Second, we haven't even talked anything taxes, because that's a different market.
Transaction, taxes.
Yes.
We ignore that.
We ignore that.
Taxes.
Right? We ignore, is it pesa tudogo? Twa kukula, twa nini, twa transport. Miscellaneous. Kununua packaging. Maji.
Cell tape, stapler.
Gifts. You know, sometimes like you're like, oh, let me give clients sweets and everything.
Nowadays, almost even a barber shop, I took my child to the other day, there's sweets now, so he wants to keep going back to that.
It is because it's good customer service, right?
Mpaka tu unaweza kataa kuitisha discount. You're like, huku ni
wapi? Wamenipatia wine.
Alright, so those are things also you can do to make your customers feel.
And it's very important. We haven't talked packaging.
Packaging.
Because that is a different cost. Because now umemo brand packaging, you need a 10,000 minimum, so that you can just do good branding. Right? Do not ignore those two costs every single day.
I think also airtime. I
And
feel like
data.
I run a coffee business and I've never counted how much I'm spending on airtime.
And data, yeah.
Yeah,
It
airtime
is
and data.
very important.
Hiyo
It
nimelan
is.
leo.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at Faustina. Faustina anasema I wanted to start a cereal business, but I didn't have enough capital to put up a shop. So I decided to start small, selling rice from my house.
Oh, wow.
The first time the sales were good, but now I brought in the second stock. It's been a month and I have only sold 4 kg of rice. I'm thinking of giving up. Kindly advise me.
Oh, congratulations, first of all, to her on the new business.
Yeah.
Now, let me encourage you, especially in business. Businesses have suffered in July and August. July, we thought it was bad, but August has been something totally different. Off the books, people cannot believe like ini mwezi imeenda hivi. So, hold on. My encouragement to her is hold on kidogo, wacha hii mwezi ishe kwanza. You've just done it 1 month. Hold on. Things shift very, very, very drastically. Just hold on. But what you can do in the long run, we will go back. Businesses will go back to being amazing. September to deck is good season. Always. Yeah, most of the time till February. It's a really good season.
All right.
So, and then what she can do, she can now start introducing more things over time. Right?
Not just rice.
Because people will ask, mtoto kuza huna ndengu? Like, can I get this? Uzuri, people tell on them, so people will ask you.
Yeah.
So she can keep, but let her keep doing it. Keep marketing. Hata kama hauna clients sahi, keep posting every single day. Let them know that you do this. Yeah.
Can she also increase her reach? Because let's say you're selling in the same neighborhood, the same people. Nikinunua rice na labda nimenunua nyingi this time, I won't need next month.
Exactly.
Because buy nyingi. So and I feel say itaenda wapi na mjanunua, but I still have the one you sold for me.
Yes.
So go outside your
reach. Can I tell you? Sometimes I go to TikTok because I'm really interested in what people are doing. I found this lady selling Sims from her home. So she sells them in the afternoon, anazipackage, anazipika, anaambia watu nitumieni pesa, and then she delivers the next day. Do not limit how far you can go with your business. If your rice is good, more level, usijilimit kwa your location. Uza online, you will be so shocked.
Okay. Yeah. So please don't give up. Don't give up. All right. So as we wrap up this part of the conversation, I want us to look at a case study. Here we have Aisha. Okay. So we are going to name our young entrepreneur Aisha. Na yeye anauzanga jacket online. Okay. So anaenda Wadhi. She buys 20 small jackets at 700. So jacket moja 700. Transport for the batch zote 20 is 2,000. Cleaning and small repairs average 150 per jacket.
Okay.
Nakumbuka tulisema zip inaweza kuwa sijui imefanya nini stain. Packaging 50 bob. Her plan is to sell each jacket at 1,200. A customer wants to buy 5 at 900. Okay. Deal or no deal? Can we try?
Let's calculate. Let's go.
So from an instance, ukiangalia if it sounds like a deal already.
Horrible. Okay, but you'd think, I'm getting 4,500.
There's a profit of 200.
Yeah, it sounds like a good deal. And then those ones are 5 jackets, so you still have 15 to push, right? Yeah. So in your mind, you'll be like, I'm making a lot of money. But let's go down
to the math.
To the math.
We look at the cost of each. We are trying to find
the total cost per product, right?
She's buying one at 700.
700.
Okay.
And then transport umesema ni 2,000.
Transport ya batch yote.
Yeah, ni 2,000.
Yeah.
So 2,000 divided by 20?
That's 100.
Right. Aya, twende kwa zippers.
150 each.
150. So wacha tupatie an average price. So tuseme 200 ndio matingiane. So
okay.
200 divided by 20, that's 10 bob, right?
No, it was 150 per jacket.
150 per jacket? Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's 150 per jacket.
Per jacket.
Yeah.
Okay.
So transport for the entire batch was 2,000. Cleaning and small repairs, 150 per jacket.
Okay.
So we are at 800, which was the cost of the jacket plus transport. So we add 150.
That's already 950.
Yep.
We haven't done anything else?
We have not put packaging,
Yes.
which is 50 per jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So if
That's
you put 50 here,
1,000.
that's 1,000. And then of course your siku si alikula
Exactly. Amenunua bundles vile tumesema
na transport
na transport yake ya kwenda kuongea na huyo supplier na kurudi nyumbani
na ule mtu akubeba gongo
la huyo. So kuna 200 huyo mtu,
so 200 huyo mtu divide by
20 that's 10. And then amekula
so 1,100 akakula so na ni 20 so tuseme price ya chakula for each ni 5 bob.
Exactly.
So 1,105 airtime tuweke 50
tuweke 50
divide by 20
tuseme 5
bob tu.
Ndio it makes sense.
It makes sense for this mathematics. 1,110.
Okay. Already hata hiyo 1,200 yenye anauza hameka
profit yake ni 90 bob.
It is very small. So let's say for example akona duka. Analipa msichana, analipa electricity, analipa kanjo, city council 7,500. Atuja calculate anaishi wapi. Like we haven't even put the big cost. That 1,200 already is too little. Let's not even talk about the 900.
But someone would say ni 900 but nachukua 5.
Oh,
not yet.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So at least now I know I need to really calculate cost per piece.
Yes.
Then I'll know profits or not.
Yeah.
All right. So yani mpaka time imetuishia. Nitakupatia 30 seconds uangalie the young people who are getting into business right now. Encourage them as you also tell them what they need to do moving forward to maximize their profits.
Wow. Okay. So for everybody, if you're starting ama ndo unaendelea na biashara, congratulations. Business is not easy. It takes strength, it takes resilience, and you're doing a good job, just in case no one told you. Keep at it, don't give up. Hata leo ikikataa kesho itaitikia. So just keep doing it, itajipa.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
Such an insightful conversation. Thank you for teaching us that buying price and selling price, that's not the profit.
Yes.
There's a lot of hidden cost in there, and you always need to calculate cost per piece.
Yes.
Don't kama you're in business ama uko monkey business.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for always being here with us every single Friday from 11 a.m. We do hope you've learned a thing or two. Kama unajua mtu ambaye ako kwa biashara and they didn't manage to catch this conversation, it will be up on our social media pages, Co-operative Kenya, on Facebook, on X, on YouTube as well. Saidia nini so that we start maximizing our profits in business. See you again next Friday with another powerful conversation. Goodbye.